You've heard James say it a million times. Respect the Polygon. At Weather Call, we make the Polygon better. We call, text, or email you so you'll always know when you're in danger. No matter who you are, there's a Weather Call solution right for you. Check us out at weathercallservices.com.
It's the morning weather briefing. This is for Monday, the 10th of June. I'm James Spann. We have a surface front pushing through Alabama this morning. Doesn't happen that often in June, but that's got a few showers on the board, and then we'll see a drier air mass moving in here later today and tonight. But by the time the weekend gets here, we're expecting the hottest weather so far this year. Heat's going to crank up by then. Let's check the radar early this morning. You can see a few spotty showers and thunderstorms around the state. We're live at 5:18 this morning, and we've had these through the night, and a couple of spots got some pretty decent rain falling. In fact, that's the heaviest storm of all early this morning. That is in Tuscaloosa County, west of the city of Tuscaloosa, out there toward Northport and Coker. If you're right underneath the core of that, it's pouring. A lot of thunder and lightning, but you can see for most places not raining at all. Got a few spotty light showers over the Tennessee Valley. Note a couple of showers down in Autauga, northern Dallas County, down around Plantersville. But again, this activity will be shifting southward, and by afternoon, the better chance of any showers will be down across the southern third of the state as a surge of dry air begins to push in. Here's the upper air look, a trough carving out over the eastern states. And that's pushing that front through here this morning. And there's the radar composite, showing those scattered showers and storms over the northern half of the state. Got temperatures in the 60s north of the front. Cullman 63, that feels pretty good. Haleyville 65, but south of the front we've got 70, 75 at Montgomery and Dothan, Mobile at 77. High should be in the 80s in most spots today. Not as hot as yesterday when we had many spots in the 90s. There's the watch warning map this morning. Looks like some fog issues for northern Tennessee and southern Kentucky. And once again, excessive heat warnings for parts of the deserts out around Phoenix and Las Vegas. So this is the severe weather outlook for today and tonight. And we do note there's a small marginal risk over extreme South Alabama and the Florida Panhandle. And by mid to late afternoon, some of the heavier storms there might produce gusty winds, maybe some small hail, but not a big threat. Also a risk over the western high plains. This is tomorrow. Marginal risks well to the west and north. Day 3, which is Wednesday. Got a risk of severe storms over Minnesota and some of the adjacent states. And on day 4, which is Thursday, a risk of severe storms from near Kansas City up to about Detroit. So this is the rain for the next 7 days, and you're going to see a big spread across the state. Basically nothing for the Tennessee Valley. Of course, they got a few spotty showers this morning, but after that, if you're in Huntsville, the Shoals, Scottsboro, Cullman, Gadsden, you'll be mostly dry. And then you get down to the Gulf Coast, and you can see rain amounts around 3 inches for Mobile, Destin, Fort Walton Beach, Panama City. And I think much of the week will be dry. That's for moisture that will be returning by the weekend. And again, if you've got a beach trip coming up this weekend, that's not to say it's going to be just a total washout, but showers and storms will likely be much more active on the Gulf Coast about 6, 7, 8 days from now. Speaking of the Gulf Coast, here's the tropical weather outlook. No tropical trouble for the next 48 hours and no tropical storms expected for the next 7 days. I know your favorite TikToker has been forecasting a hurricane in the Gulf this week, but that ain't going to happen. But again, tropical moisture will be increasing over the Florida, especially the peninsula. And they'll see a fairly decent amount of rain most likely throughout this week and into the weekend ahead. But let's go through modeling. Model fans. This is the GFS. This is the 06Z run, valid today at 4. Nice trough over the east. And again, that's going to push that front down into South Alabama by afternoon. So let's go to the high-resolution HER model. This is valid this evening at 6 o'clock, which always tells a better story. So, again, you get the idea that any showers should really be south of the line from Jackson to Eufaula late this afternoon. And even there, it's not going to be raining everywhere. And some of the storms could be fairly strong over extreme South Alabama and the Florida Panhandle later today and this evening. But for North Alabama, dry with highs in the 80s. This is tomorrow, a dry day. Many spots will likely be in the 50s tomorrow morning with the low dew points. Enjoy. High tomorrow, mid-80s. The sky will be sunny. And again, that deeper moisture pushes into Florida in advance of that surface front that's going to stall out over North Florida. So places like Orlando, Tampa Bay, Daytona, Fort Myers, Miami, Key West. A lot of rain, and they need it. They really do. So this is day 3 on Wednesday. And again, I think we'll see many spots in the 50s to start the day. Just great. Low humidity, highs in the 80s. Thursday, we're still dry. And Thursday, we'll probably see low 90s with a heat ridge beginning to build. This is Friday, hot and dry, mid-90s. Saturday, hot and dry. And again, we might see upper 90s in spots. So this is Sunday. Most of the state still dry. There could be a few showers near the Gulf Coast. Evidence of a weak low in the western Gulf. And this is a week from today, Monday, June the 17th. This upper high is right on top of us. And we are hot and dry. And the GFS depicts a weak tropical type low on the Louisiana coast. We'll check the European, and it doesn't show the low, but it does show that moisture plume coming up into Louisiana, Arkansas, places like that. But still, that's west of Alabama. So really and truly, after today, a lot of the state's going to be dry. The better chance of any showers near the Gulf Coast for the next 7 days. And again, even there, I don't think it rains that much for Gulf shores. And I know in fact, let's go back to that WPC map. It's showing 3 inches at Mobile, but not so sure they see that much. The higher rains will probably be east and west of there, based on the current modeling. So let's go out 10 days. This is Wednesday the 19th, and really much of the contiguous U.S. under an upper high. The upper high is centered north and west of here. And again, that looks pretty quiet. We'll check rain for Birmingham. This is coming off the European ensemble, and just not a lot for the next 15 days. This is valid between now and the 25th. The mean is around 1 inch. And at some point, we'll see those spotty afternoon showers, but in terms of a big widespread rain event, that doesn't look particularly likely for Alabama for now for the next 15 days. And here comes the heat. Now, in the short term, great. Again, look at the lows here. 61 tomorrow morning and Wednesday morning. And this is for Birmingham, which means many places for the northern half of the state will be in the 50s. That's going to feel great. But here comes the heat. Friday, 96. Saturday, 97. And then low 90s for the first part of next week. And this is the latest 8 to 14-day guidance. This is for June 17th through June 23rd. And you don't want to see a lot of red on this map in summer, but there is, and that means temperatures will likely be above average. So had some pretty photogenic storms in the state late yesterday. I want to say this shot was taken over in Pickens County, and obviously that's a drone shot. Note the lightning bolt in the background. This is not a drone shot that was taken from the mountain up near Nakalula Falls from a storm that was in Etowah County right below Gadsden, south of Gadsden. This was a drone shot of a thunderstorm coming into Blount County, and this thing dropped a pretty good bit of hail in places like Aniana and Allgood down toward Highland Lake. And this prompted the Weather Service to issue a severe thunderstorm warning for Blount County. And remember, the severe criteria when it comes to hail, that's 1 inch in diameter. That's the size of a quarter. If the hail is smaller than that, the storm is not considered to be severe, but obviously that one was. That came through about 7:30 last night in Blount County. And, of course, we had some CLCs involved, creepy-looking clouds. That's a shelf cloud, nothing to do with a tornado. That was in Etowah County. A little bit of scud going up into the updraft. That was that storm in Blount County. It was approaching Aniana. And a lot of good old scud. Those were some of the scud clouds from last night. And, of course, with any storm in summer, you're going to wind up with a lot of this. Very frequent lightning. Again, that was a shot there taken from Birmingham. It's kind of a cool slow-mo lightning shot, but again, things have calmed down. So one more time, let's check the radar this morning, and you can see spotty showers and thunderstorms moving across the state, not raining everywhere. In fact, let me change the radar over to Birmingham, and there's that storm that's kind of sitting on Northport, pouring on US 82 through on Northport, really north of the river. But that has weakened a bit over the past 15 minutes. But again, other than that, you can see it's just scattered, spotty showers. And again, by afternoon, the better chance of those showers will shift down into South Alabama. So the next couple of weeks, the schedule is kind of set this week. And I've been doing this for years and years. For those that know, this is VBS week at Double Oak Community Church in Mount Laurel. The whole week I'll be there every morning, which is a ton of fun. Again, Double Oak Community Church in Mount Laurel. And then next week, it's a vacation week. I don't get many days off here, but typically every week it's VBS and then vacations. So next week, these videos will be handled by Bill Murray and his group with the Weather Factory, our group, while I'm away. And it'll be over on the weather blog. That's AlabamaWX.com. They'll be produced every day, but just not on this Facebook page if you're watching it by Facebook. So that's the deal. Don't forget Weather Brains tonight, our weekly show for weather dweebs, geeks, nerds, dorks, and weenies. At 7 o'clock Central, youtube.com/weatherbrains. The audio podcast version comes out early tomorrow morning. And of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.